You are listening to the Shopify Solutions Podcast, a podcast for Shopify store owners that brings you concrete examples on how to build and grow your e-commerce brand. Your host is Scott Austin. He owns a Shopify agency called Jade Puma. In this podcast, Scott will share his e-commerce insights and best practices with you.
Hey, Scott Austin here. This podcast episode is going to be highly visual, so if you're listening to an audio-only version, feel free to go to the show notes and find the link to the video so that you can watch what I'm doing on the screen and follow along more easily. That said, I'll try to make it as informational as possible for those that are listening to the audio-only version. All right, on to our episode. In this episode, I want to talk to you about marketing campaigns, and specifically going into deep detail on how I set up marketing campaigns for my clients. Because there's a lot of technical little details that you have to pull together to make a complete campaign. So I'm going to do that by showing you two campaigns that we're doing in August for our clients. Now, it's important to start off by saying, the purpose of a marketing campaign. And everybody has their own, reasons why they're doing marketing campaigns. For me, the reasons that brands should be doing marketing campaigns is to build awareness and draw attention to something that they're doing and have a unique, probably time-bound message to create a sense of urgency to draw people into their store. Now, some people's marketing campaigns are very generic, and I've done podcast episodes in the past where I show certain brands that do the same campaign every week or every other week, and I think that just becomes a noise. What I'm a big fan of is having culturally relevant to your specific vertical marketing campaigns. And I'm also a fan of having campaigns that don't just give a discount. Right? A lot of brands are doing here's a coupon code, get 20% off on this product or our whole catalog. I like campaigns that help increase your average order value and also increase your customers' awareness of the breadth of your product offerings. So let me illustrate all of what I've just said by actually showing you real examples that are going on in August. Now, the first one we're going to start with is Rep2Chip. And Rep2Chip sells coconut substrate for reptiles. What they're doing for one of their August campaigns is August 14th is World Lizard Day. And here you can see the landing page for World Lizard Day. And I start all of my campaigns by building out a landing page once we define what the campaign is going to be. Now, in this one here, we've actually got a fairly complex definition of the campaign. And what I mean by that is the offer is the more you spend, the more you're going to get for free. So if you spend more than $100, you can pick any of their care items. Now, Rep2Chip is known for their coconut substrate. So what we're doing in this campaign is building awareness of their care items. For $100 or more, you can choose any product from their whole collection of care items. Now, if you do $50 to $99, you can get an angled or straight hemostat, and that's a 12-inch hemostat. They sell 12 and 20, and that'll become important in a little bit as I show you some things we had to do there. And then if you purchase between $30 and $49, you get an angled or straight tweezers. And then all purchases between $15 and $29 get a free blade scraper. So in the top offer, the number of products that are in that set that you can choose from is probably like 6 or 7. And then there's 2 in the hemostat. There's a straight and the angled. And there's 2 products for the tweezers. Once again, the straight and the angled. And there's just 1 blade scraper. And once again, you'll see in the future, why I'm calling that out now, because we do different things based on the number of products that you're ordering. And we also show the customers that, hey, of the substrates, there's like 5 different types of substrate that they sell. These 3 are the best for lizards. And of course, we end our landing page with a detailed explanation of the time-boundness of the campaign. This campaign just started on Sunday, August 11th. That's the day I'm recording this. And it will go until the actual World Lizard Day on August 14th. So 3 or 4 days to give the customers a chance to purchase the products that they're looking for. So we have a landing page that explains the details. Now we're going to draw people into that landing page through email marketing, social marketing, and advertising, and all the other methods that this brand is using to build awareness. But we draw them all in to the landing page. So now let's dive into the products that are for sale, and that is the substrate. And even though we mentioned that, there's 3 of these substrates that are best for lizards, we're allowing them to pick from any of the substrate in the product catalog. And I'm just going to pick one here randomly, and I'm just going to add it to the cart. So this is a $22.95 dollar purchase. And you see when we get into the cart, we're showing right up here, hey, you're between that threshold. All right, so anything between $15 and $29 will get the free blade scraper. So we go back to the cart. My cart value is $22.95, and you can see that we're promoting the free plastic scraper. So if I click on that right now, because this product is the one we're promoting is just a single product with no SKUs, and I'm going to show you how that works on the back end because by default it's not that way. We are just dropping that into their cart automatically. And then you'll see that promotion goes away once they add that product to the cart. And then we have an automatic discount showing up instead of, a discount code they have to use. And that actually says, hey, World Lizard Day, free scraper. Now, let's get rid of the products in our cart and show you another scenario. So let's go back to our substrate. Now we're going to add in above $30 in cost. And now what you see happen is we change the promotion up here. And this promotion says, hey, get free 12-inch tweezers, and you get to choose your tweezers. Now, because there's two different types of tweezers to choose from, we click on that element, and it takes you to a collection of your tweezers that are free. And it shows, in the title, we're saying free tweezers, even though it shows the full price, so they see the savings that they're getting. So now on this page, I get to choose between, do I want the straight or the angle? And let's say I want to go for the straight tweezers. And then we show them their color options. Black, green, red, orange, oil slick. I'm just going to pick orange and add that product to my cart. So now when I go back to the cart, that promotion at the top, once again, is gone. And here we have another automatic discount showing up for free tweezers. And the same thing happens for the two tiers above this with the hemostat and the Any Care product. And then if, they go into the checkout, that automatic discount code is going to continue to show up here. They can see, the World Lizard Day free tweezers is the discount they're getting, and they see they're getting their product for free. So that's how we set up that campaign for the customer experience. This is the front end look of it. Let's dive into the back end of the Shopify store and show you some details that we do to bring this all together. Because this is actually, it takes a bit of work to set this up, and we have to add some tools to our toolbox of our theme. We had to do some theme customization to make this work, and use a couple apps also to bring it all together. So first, let's go into the discounts and show, our active discounts here. You can see here we go, they're automatic discounts. So here's the one for the scraper. Let's just go into the one for the tweezers because that's a little more complex of one. So what we do is we put in the name that shows up in the cart and in the checkout, World Lizard Day free tweezers, and we specify the minimum purchase amount. And in this case, it was $30. And we also show what products that have to be. So we define it to be a specific collection. And then we say that they got to get that $30 threshold in any product in the store. And you notice it's any product, even though we say it's the substrate. We just made it easier for ourselves and for our customers. As long as you get over $30 in your cart, you get this free product. And then we specify what the customer gets, and they get a quantity of one from a specific collection. So we made a collection for tweezers free gift. All right, so we're showing that word free in the product, and we're showing it in the collection so that we're reinforcing for customers, even though we're showing the price, it's going to be free for you when you make that purchase. And those products, by the way, let's just actually search. So here we have free tweezers, 12-inch straight. If I search on the front end for free tweezers, you see no results at all for the word free. And that's because on that product, we actually went and made it a hidden product. And I'll show you that here in a second when we get onto the product page. So we're showing the products here. We're specifying which products are for free, and we say it's for free. And then how many times the customer can use it per order, we throttled to 1. We also don't allow it to combine with other discounts. And then the nice thing with the discounts and the automatic discounts is you can set the dates ahead of time for when it starts and ends. So last night when this campaign started, I didn't have to come in and turn on the discounts. They were already scheduled. And on the 14th, and actually the morning of the 15th, they'll automatically turn off for us. So that we had to do this 4 times, 4 automatic discounts for the 4 different thresholds that we had. So now let me show you what the free scraper looks like. Actually, let's show you the tweezers since we're showing that the most. So let's go in and show the tweezers. And you'll see we have the tweezers straight, the free version, and the straight version not free. So let's walk into this one here and show you why we made a separate version. And that is that these tweezers come in two sizes, 12-inch and 20-inch. Obviously, the 20-inch is going to be more expensive. So what we wanted to do was make it easy for the customer. We didn't want to give away the 20-inch tweezers. We only wanted to give away the 12-inch tweezers. So what we did is we made a separate product for just the 12-inch. And, this is something I figured out recently that I absolutely love. So this store uses Shopify for inventory management. So it's not like we could go to a separate inventory management tool and make a bundle or somehow fork the inventory, right? So what we did instead, we used the bundle app to make the new product. So if we look at that free 12-inch tweezers straight, and we click on that, you'll see that this is a bundle product from the bundle app. What we did is we went into the bundle app. So here you can see we have the product for the free 12-inch tweezers straight. So we're going to click on that in the bundle app. And what I've always used the bundle app before was combining two products together to make a bundle. And then what I realized in playing with it one day was, well, wait a second, what if I just put in one product and then restrict the number of options that product has? Because when you put together a bundle, you can say, I want product A, which has 5 choices, but I only want one of those choices available in the bundle. Let's just say it's a small t-shirt, right? And then product B, you can do the same thing, a small hat only, even though that hat may have 5 sizes also. So I didn't know if this was actually going to work when I did it the first time. So I made a one product bundle and then just restricted it to be the variants that I wanted to be the free tweezers. So I just turned off the 20-inch tweezers in this. And that's how we get when that free product shows up, when they go to the free 12-inch tweezers on the front end. Let's go into the free 12-inch tweezers on the front end. They only see the color options because we've restricted it to one size option, which is the 12-inch tweezers. So figuring out that little use of the bundle app has been really useful for me lately in more easily putting together marketing campaigns like this. We had to do a bunch of work in the past, like we'd make a separate product, and then that separate product, we'd have to give it its own inventory, where now this inventory is tied to the parent's product inventory, so we don't have to divide that kind of stuff up, which makes it a lot easier for the store staff to manage this type of experience. So we went into the bundle app and made the one product bundle, restricting it to the variants that we wanted. So now let's go back to that product that we were on, which was the free 12-inch tweezers straight. And then also show you the other thing we did is we, down at the bottom here under meta fields, if we view all, we turned on the hide from search meta field. And this is built in to Shopify. If you create a meta field, this meta field doesn't exist by default, but if you create it, notice this is unpinned, but it is a defined meta field. So we made the meta field definition. But if you click on the meta field definition, you'll see what it is its namespace is SEO and its key is hidden. And it takes a value of 0 or 1. And if you set it to 1, it'll hide that product from search. And that's built into Shopify. If that meta field exists, it's just going to hide the product from search. And it hides it from site search and from Google search. So this product is not getting indexed in Google, and this product is not searchable on the site. So then what I had to do for this campaign is make all of the free products that we wanted for the campaign by restricting the different variants for them. Now, another one was the scraper, right? The free blade scraper. Remember I said there's only one choice, so it just drops it into the cart automatically. Well, that we also made from a bundle because the parent product had 2 variants. One was the blade scraper, and the other variant was 15 refill blades. So we made that bundled product that didn't have the refill blades, so it was easier to drop that product into the cart automatically instead of making the customer go to the product page and have to choose between the variants and then add it to the cart that way. And then we had to also add to this experience was we made the free products, then we made our free collections. The scraper didn't need a collection, but the tweezers needed a collection and the hemostats needed a collection. So I just made a collection, gave it a manual setting of the 2 products that we wanted in that collection. And that way, on our promotion in the cart, when it said choose your tweezers or choose your hemostat, we would take them to that collection where they made the choice. Now, because we had free products that had specific variants restricted from them from the parent products, that's why we needed the free collections also. For the All Care collection, we weren't restricting any of the variants, so we could use an existing collection for that top level $100 and over offer that we were making. So now let's walk into theme customization and show you that element on the cart that we made. And this is custom theme that we've made, and we've been evolving this over time based on the campaign. Now, this campaign was the first time we had so many different variations, 4 different levels, and this set of products or that set of products could be in the selection set, and we're promoting a collection or a product as the free item. So we had to evolve the theme customization section that we had before for our cart to be much more involved than it had been previously. But this section here, the gift with purchase, this is custom code that we built for the Flex theme, because we use the Flex theme with all of our clients. And you'll see if we click on it, we have the ability here in the header to say, claim your free World Lizard Day gift. We can specify some colors, some background colors and border colors. And then what we have is we have 4 possible tiers. And if you don't use a tier, you can turn it off, right? Remember, in this one, we had 4 price tiers that we're doing. And we started the highest price tier, and we say, is the free gift going to be a product or a collection? So if it's just a single product, you can specify that. If it's going to be multiple products, you have to specify the collection. Because what that is, it's deciding what the choose product button is going to point to. In this case, it's going to go to the collection that you specify here. If you added a product here, what it would do, it was look at that product, and if it only had 1 variant, it would automatically add that product to the cart. If it had more than 1 variant, it would go to that product where the customer can make the choice of what choices they want in that product, right? What variants they want to select. And then you get to define what the text is above the button, what the button text is, and what the text is below the button. And then you get to do that for each tier. As you can see here, we have a 2nd tier, a 3rd tier, and a 4th tier. And you're setting the price levels for each of those as we go. So you can see here on the 1st tier, we set the price level at $100. On the 2nd tier, we set the price level at $50. 3rd tier is at $30. And the bottom tier was at $15 and above. So this custom section allows us to promote these items, in the cart when the cart value is over the threshold. And that way, customers are aware of that free promotion. What happens a lot of times, when you promote things on your landing page or in your emails, you make customers aware, hey, buy this and get this for free. But when they buy that product, they forget which is the free one and they have to go find it. It's just a hard experience. So we like simplifying that as much as possible. Go choose your paid products. And once you do that, here in the cart, we're going to tell you now that the paid threshold that you're at, you've now earned these free products, and go ahead and select from the free products, add that to your cart. Remember, there's that automatic discount that kicks in, automatically gives them that free product, as free, and then they're off and checking out. So we try to make that as easy as possible for customers. So that's what we did for Rep to Chip's World Lizard Day promotion. I love reading listeners' reviews of the podcast. Here's a recent 5-star review titled, "Fantastic Resource for Shopify Info." Hands down, this is the best resource for Shopify information. The nitty-gritty details you need for getting set up and operating your business. There's a lot of fluff out there in podcasts. I really appreciate the straightforward, get-to-the-point approach of this podcast. This one is such a great resource. So if you are enjoying this podcast and getting useful information from it, please take the time to leave a review. There's a link at the bottom of every episode's show notes that will show you how to leave a review on your favorite platform. Your feedback not only helps us improve the podcast, but also makes it easier for other Shopify store owners like you to find us. Now, let's get back to the show. Okay, let's move on to our second campaign, which is for the custom windsock. And the custom windsock company, as their name says, makes custom windsocks. And those windsocks are used for different, industries like aviation, industrial, marine, oil and gas, and agriculture. Now, in August, there's 2 aviation-specific holidays. The first one of those is National Model Aviation Day, which is on August 17th. I think it's like the third Saturday of August. And then 2 days later, on August 19th, there's National Aviation Day. And National Aviation Day is on Orville Wright's birthday. So we combine the 2 of those into one campaign, and we're going to send out model aviation emails early in the campaign and then aviation emails later in the campaign. We combine the 2 of them into one campaign, although we do have 2 different landing pages so that the model aviation ones are specific. The landing page is specific to model aviation, and the aviation one is specific to bigger airplanes. So if we look at this campaign, what we're doing is there's 3 different types of custom aviation windsocks that the store sells. And you can get one with just some text on it, one with pre-canned logos and some text, and another one where you upload, your whole logo and the complete design is manageable by you. So there's 3 different types of windsocks that customers can order for aviation. And interestingly enough, in model aviation, they use the same windsocks as they do in big airports. So what we wanted to do was do a buy one, get one promotion. Buy one custom aviation windsock and get a free lightweight windsock. Now, the aviation ones are heavy duty, they're bigger, they're thicker, they're stronger, and the lightweight ones are obviously, lightweight and can be used in more informal or temporary types of situations, or you could have it at your house and things like that. So a buy one, get one promotion is what we're doing. If you buy any one of the 3 aviation windsocks, you will get a custom lightweight windsock. And that custom means you can upload a file and make the design completely your own. Let's walk through that experience. And in this one here, each of these products is customizable. So, there's going to be some product options where we can select a lot of things. And that makes it a little more complex for us. So we have to go to the product page every time. We just can't add the free product in the cart like we did sometimes for ReptiChip. So here you can see on our custom logo aviation heavy-duty windsock, there's lots of sizes that we can pick from. We can also pick background colors. We can ask for it to be solid or striped. And we can also upload a file to have the logo that gets custom printed onto that windsock. I'm not going to upload the logo, and it's going to let me, move forward from this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to cart. Now, see here, we have a pop-up that shows up on the product page. When we add our buy one product to the cart, we get the pop-up that says, hey, do you want to go to your free product, right? So do you want to add your free lightweight windsock to your order? And we say, yes, please, is an option, or no, thanks. So let's go to the yes, please. And here what we have is now our lightweight windsock. You notice it says free right on it, even though the full price is $79. And they get to select the color and upload a file and then add it to their cart. So we're going to add it to the cart. And you'll see we have the automatic discount kicking in that, hey, National Aviation Day, you're getting a free lightweight windsock for the purchase of a custom aviation windsock. Similar to what we're doing in ReptiChip, in that you have to buy some products and get some free products, but different in that in ReptiChip, what we were doing is we were judging the threshold of the free product. They had multiple thresholds, 4 of them, judged by the cart dollar value. In this situation, it is product specific. Buy this specific product, get this other specific product for free. And that's why we had that pop-up show up on the product page to say, hey, you've added one product that qualifies for free. Do you want to add your free product now? Where we had to do in ReptiChip, we had to wait till a cart to make an evaluation of, have they spent enough money to qualify for a free product? And then there were choices on the free product. So we had to have that cart section to allow the logic of what level of gift do they qualify for, and allow for the logic to say, well, that's a product, or it's a set of products, and send them to the right place to do it. the cart promotion that we built that we're using in RepTchip only works for cart values. We didn't have a tool already built for specific products being in the cart. And I didn't want to go build that custom section for this campaign because it would take a lot of time and money to do that. So what I instead did was use an app that we have in the App Store called Linear Shopping Experiences. And I've talked about linear shopping experiences, not the app, but just the concept of them in a past podcast episode. So we built an app around that, linear shopping experiences, and we made that a free app, and we're using that in this store. So let's go to the back end and show you how we built this whole campaign. So we're going to start off with the discounts, and we're going to go into the discounts, and you'll see that we have National Aviation Day. So we didn't make a separate discount for National Model Aviation Day and National Aviation Day. That was just a design decision. But if we look at that discount, it allows, from, the customer buys from any one of these collections, and it's one collection of the Aviation Custom Windsocks, which is the 3 products that we talked about. And if they buy, a quantity, so there's no dollar value on this one, it's a quantity. If they buy a quantity, then they get one, and here we specify a product, and that is the free custom lightweight windsock, and they get that for free. And then we have the start and end dates for the campaign. So then if we look at on the product side, let's look at our free windsock. We didn't have to make a collection for the free because there's only one product that we're giving away for free. Let's look at that product. And here we go, the free custom lightweight windsock. And just like we did in RepTchip, the way we made this was by making a bundle. So this is a product that was made by the free Shopify Bundles app. And we did that because this product also has multiple variants. There's 3 different sizes that you can select from on the paid version. On the free version, we only wanted to give you one size option. So we used the bundle app to restrict the number of options that we had. So before we go to the bundle app, let me just show you the last thing we did here also is just like we did in RepTchip, we hide this product from search by having the meta field SEO hidden value set to 1. So this product doesn't show up when we search because it's the same product that also exists in the store, but we put the word free on it, right? Even though this product isn't free. If you just bought this product, you would have to pay for it. But we put the words free on it so that when customers are walking through that linear shopping experience, when they get on to that second step of, customizing your free product, the word free shows up in that product title to reinforce for them that it's going to be free when they add it to the cart. That's why we hide it from search. Well, let's go into the bundle app and look at the bundle we made there. Once again, this is one product in a bundle, just like we did for RepTchip. And you can see that that product has 3 different size variants. And we only selected the one size that we wanted to allow for free, the 8-inch by 24-inch. So when the customer goes to that product, they don't have to make a size selection. It's already made for them. But one of the other things we had to do, let's show you that product on the front end again, just to remind you what that experience looked like, is you are picking some options like colors and such. So let's go into the product. And you see here, you're picking a background color and a logo file. Now, those aren't done with product variants. Those were done with the app that we have for product options, which is the Hulk Product Options app. So we had to go into the product and just, make sure that the right product options were showing up because we had that new product made from the bundle app. And then lastly, we have this linear shopping experiences. This is an app that we make. This is the free level of the app, and there's this product cross-sell here. And what we do there is we have meta fields at the product level so that when this is enabled, and right now it is activated in the store, if the meta fields are filled in, all it does is it pops up that modal that you saw. So there's global app settings here for the modal, which specifies the colors, and we put some CSS classes behind the button so the colors of the buttons show up and the other CSS styling shows up. So what happens is if the parent product has those meta fields assigned, then this modal pops up and goes to the URL specified in that meta field. So we could have gone to a product like we did, or we could have specified a collection or a landing page or anything we wanted. So what we did on those parent products, the ones that you have to buy, right, like this airport windsock heavy duty FAA compliant. If I look at this product's meta fields and view all, you'll see that we have this cross-sell message and cross-sell. So the cross-sell message is what content shows up when they add it to the cart in the modal. Want to add your free lightweight windsock. And then the destination that goes to if they click on the yes button, right? And that is, in this case, that free custom lightweight windsock that we made. So to remind you what that looked like, we go back to that product that we purchased. We're just going to add it to the cart again, and it's just going to have the same modal pop up again. So if we pick our size, pick a color, make sure all our options are selected, and then add to cart, this modal is popping up because we set that meta field to say, this text right here. And then in the second meta field, it defines the destination for the yes, please button, which is the free product that, and you can see we have it said free right there, that they get to choose and add to their cart. So that's how we set up the campaign for custom windsock. So notice in Rep-to-Chip and in custom windsock, the campaigns had some similarities. Like, it was buy one, get one. They're giving away free items if you were buying enough value in the cart. But they also operated differently. In Rep-to-Chip, we had multiple tiers, and the tiers were done by prices, the total value of the cart. In custom windsock, there were just a select few products that would get a free product if you purchased them, and that free product was also defined on what it is. And both those products, the paid and the free, had customization options behind them, so we couldn't just automatically add them to the cart for the customers. We had to take them to the product page to make those choices. What we did is we defined those campaigns up front, and then I worked with my clients and said, all right, what tools do we have in our toolbox to make these things work? Right? I had already added certain sections and certain apps to both of these stores, and then we looked at which ones existed to make the best experience for the customer given the tools we had in our toolbox. So that's how we go about making campaigns all the time for our clients. The nice thing about it is, once you make a campaign like this, it's a bunch of work to set it up the first time. But notice both of our campaigns are annual recurring events. In Rep-to-Chip, it's World Lizard Day, and on Custom Windsock, it's National Aviation Day. Those happen every year. So now this is the first year we're setting up those campaigns for those brands. But next year, all they have to do is repeat the same campaign over again and maybe update it if things have changed, or keep it fresh kind of stuff. But what we do when we make these campaigns is we do create what we call a recipe. And that recipe is for who's ever managing it next year, opens up the recipe, and we specify for them, here's the steps you got to go through to make this campaign happen. And that way, it takes a lot of time to make one of these campaigns the first year. But then the second, third, fourth, and fifth years, it's much, much easier, and you start getting a lot more return on that initial investment over subsequent years. So that is the technical details of making campaigns in Shopify stores. Thanks for listening.